CK here with Roughhouse Sports and Cooking, doing our annual trip to Tahoe video, featuring my first attempt at cannabis butter. I had cannabis, jalapeno, and garlic. Here's the process I have. This is not a Reese's Pieces Buttercup. This is in fact a whole bunch of cannabis, garlic, and jalapeno butter. I liked it. What I did also was take a tri-tip and marinate it for 27 hours, and I massaged it every 3 hours, front and back. And honestly, it came out really good, and you'll see that later on. Another thing I tried this time was lollipop chicken. I cut it, I skinned it a little bit. I did a double dip. I'll get into the sauce a little bit later. I actually did our traditional frog legs in the same sauce, and they came out really good. I'm sure everyone will say that. Here is a little bit of the video footage from the drive, and the cabin we had was a phenomenal cabin. It was a friend of ours that does jiu-jitsu as well. In the basement of the cabin, there's actually jiu-jitsu mats. That was a fun little treat. It had its own private dock. We had a lot of, that's the food. So it was actually a pretty good stay. So with the lollipop chicken and the frog legs, I used a poultry rub, a little bit on the sweeter side or savory side, and let that sit on it for, I don't know, the drive to Tahoe. When we got to Tahoe, I made a char siu chicken and sriracha kind of sauce, a little bit of barbecue sauce in there, and dipped it in and cooked it, and it came out, oh, there's the jiu-jitsu mats and the sauna. And then I cooked it that way, and it came out really good. It was a little spicy because of sriracha, but it was really sweet and savory. And there are the featured snacks provided by Ozzy with the chips, dips, and salsa. So I'm not gonna lie, the lollipop chicken actually takes a lot of work because you gotta cut it to make it stand and skin it a little bit. Frog legs are easy and they taste like chicken, but the lollipop chicken is kind of hard to cook, but it came out really good. And here's the grilled char siu chicken. I marinated for 12.5 hours. Right there behind is the lollipop chicken. That was excellent. And here is the 27-hour marinated massage tri-tip. Our traditional frog legs at every cabin. And here's all the food from the first night put together. Look at that fucking tri-tip. And after dinner, we had drinks and shenanigans at the private dock. And next we feature a slightly intoxicated friend, Kartik, and...
Take little dicks. Maybe you would like to take a big dick. I mean, you would try it. Bro, you're just gonna take a big dick. If you have a minor dick, don't fucking take that shit.
None of that video shit, dude. Fuck.
Dark.
Fucking dark.
Minor dick doesn't work. Just let you out, bro.
So after the hangover wore off, we went to the deck, and you could see how pristine and clear the water is. Our mid-afternoon snack is a hollowed out jalapeno with some Laughing Cow cheese stuffed inside, and then put a bunch of sweet sausage or spicy sausage on the outside to make it look like an ice cream cone, and then you bake it. I do about 420, 425 for about an hour. Another new flavor I tried was taking sauerkraut and then taking sweet sausage and packing it together to make the sauerkraut inside the sausage. That came out pretty good, and I thought it was a pretty nice win. Lunch menu was Argentina red shrimp buffalo sausage. I put those together in kind of a shish kebab form, and I did some portobello mushroom caps with some cheese and some of that cannabis butter. All that came out pretty good, and well, you know, everyone was really happy with all that. Now, dinner was a very large pork loin that was wrapped in bacon. Inside the pork loin was Anaheim peppers that were stuffed with pineapple and crushed red pepper. This right here was me lacing the basket style of the bacon.
Okay.
So then just wrap it in tin foil so the pineapple smell and flavor kind of circulates inside, and just treat it like a normal pork loin and put it on the grill. And this right here is venison squares with garlic and honey. All right, let me see if I can do this. That is a pineapple stuffed Anaheim pepper stuffed in pork loin wrapped in bacon with some pork rub on it. The last traditional thing we need to eat is the pickled quail eggs. Our staple breakfast is the very easy sliders of Hawaiian sweet roll, sausage, eggs, and salsa. And that puts this annual trip to an end. We had a good crew of a couple guys from different jiu-jitsu clubs together that are all friends and had a great time.